You, you're living in an answered prayer right now and you don't even realize it. But that's okay. That's fine. Because I'm here to help you. Let's just weed through everything and let's really get into it, okay? So just continue watching and we'll figure this out. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is L'Oreal. As always, you guys know I'm so happy you guys are here. I'm so appreciative. I'm just excited to see where this channel goes and to see it grow. So please subscribe to the channel and join the family. We have a lot of stuff coming up. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So here's the thing. Many of us are living in answered prayers, but fail to realize it because life is lifing, okay? Life is lifing hard right now. Like, life has always been lifing hard, but it just seems to be harder than usual. And it seems to be a universal thing. Obviously not for every single person in the world, thank God. But just seeing everything that's going on around the world, it's just a really hard time, right? But I think with all of that being said, I really hope that we could begin to enjoy our blessings while they're happening and not just continue to live in this cycle where we look back and regret not basking in that moment and just taking it for what it was. So here are 3 practical practices that I am implementing in my life to try and enjoy my blessings while they're happening and not just afterwards. So number 1, giving thanks. And I know, it seems so simple. It seems so like, here she go with something else so simple. No, like, I really mean living in a state of gratitude. And this is why I say that. It's so easy to see what we're facing and things like that and to just be like, here's another trial, here's another, issue arising. But by looking at what we do have, despite always focusing on what we lack, itself can really not only boost our mood, but really show how we just have, a lot of us just have so much to be thankful about. And I understand that life is like this, one moment you're good, the next moment. But really, like, just taking the time every day to be grateful about one thing, whether it's simply just waking up that day and that's it. That's a good start, and that's enough. Number 2, when your life is in shambles, and I'm talking about, it could be death of a loved one, it could be your car broke down, you lost your job, you're falling out with your friends, you're having financial problems. I can go on, right? But I won't. So take that time to write everything you're feeling down. Like, even if all you could do is just cry and the words aren't coming to you, like maybe you have 1 or 2 words and that's it. Write it down. Put the date. I even go as far as put the time, but obviously that's not necessary. But write it down because, like I said earlier, life is like this, and that life will get better from there. Not to say that life will be perfect, and not to say that, everything is gonna be uphill from there. Of course not. Those of us who've lived any amount of time, honestly, in this life, we know that's not true at all. But the reason why I say write those things down is so when life becomes, even if it's a little bit better, you could look back at those moments and be like, wow, look how things have changed, I just think that's one of the ways that we can just have hope for this life and just have hope for the future. that's something that I do constantly, is that I constantly go back to where I was, for example, this time last year or this time 2 years ago, and I see like, wow, you know. So that kind of just leads me into, even when you're writing down like the worst of the worst, just whatever is going on, if you could find one thing to be thankful about, or one thing that makes you happy, you could be like, I got to read my favorite book today, or I got to go to the beach, or I saw the sunrise. Something so simple. One thing. If you could find just one thing, write that down. I'm telling you guys, this has really just changed my outlook on life, and just has shown me what I could be grateful for, what I could be happy about, even in like the darkest days. Or just like, the theme of this video is a life is lifing. Like, honestly, I feel like that is the theme. So many times we're just blinded about what we're currently going through, that like we really do forget that we could be living in an entirely different prayer. My camera probably shook because I'm so like, so passionate about this, because I know for me, like, I could be like, what's a real life issue? Or like something simple, like literally, it could be like, I gotta replace all 4 of my tires. That's not simple, that's expensive. If you know, you know. But I could be like, wow, this job that I've been praying for all year, for years now, I finally have an interview, or I finally got that job, whatever the case may be. But because these two things are happening at the same time, one just overshadows the other, you know. And I'm not basking in that. I'm not expressing my gratitude for that. I'm not joyful about that. Something I've wanted for so long, I'm not happy about, because my current issues just seem so big, when in hindsight, eventually I'm gonna get my tires replaced, right? You know, eventually your bank account gonna go back up. You know, whatever it is, honestly, it's gonna change. But this moment where you just got that job, or this moment where you just got that new opportunity, that is not gonna always last, that initial feeling. So let's, think about that. You know, let's really think about that, and just, this mindset has us constantly thinking that life will never turn out good for us. You know, we're doomed for anguish and despair. It's simply not true. Let me tell you right now, it's not true. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. And don't believe that. Don't believe that, because it's not true. So here's the thing about life. We could be in the midst of something we prayed for, something we fought for, we cried for, all of that. But because X, Y, and Z is happening, we missed the mark. Like, that thing that we wanted so bad could be given to us, but we don't even realize it, and we don't even appreciate it and enjoy it when it's ours. What type of life is that? And I feel like I have to constantly ask myself that. What type of life am I living if that is the case? You know? And I hope that you guys feel so passionate about this as well, the same way I do, because that's not of God. No way. It's not at all. So my third point is, this is either my third or fourth. I know I said I had 3, but bear with me. So my third point is, life will always have challenges. That's a given. Life will always be difficult. Obviously not in every single season, but you guys know, like, life is life, whatever. But when we get those glimpses of light in the darkness, what are we going to do with it? It's our choice. Are we going to take it and make the most of it while it's here? Or are we gonna continue to allow like the 99% of other problems we have to just simply ignore this one thing that we might have going for ourselves, or the 2 or 3 things that we have to be joyful about, you know, whatever the case may be. So it's a choice. It's honestly a choice, and it's one that I hope that we're constantly aware of and constantly thinking about. So I want to leave you guys with this reminder. Remember, many, I don't want to say many, but prayers do not always happen immediately. You know, some prayers take years and years before they come to pass, which is honestly can many times be for our own good, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video. But just remember that, be encouraged, be on the lookout, because some prayers do, you know, God does give good things immediately sometimes, but you know, it's not really about the time, it's just being aware of it, and finding things to be appreciative, finding things to be grateful for. So yeah, guys, that was on my heart. If you guys have any questions or comments, please interact with me. And yeah, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel, you guys. As always, I appreciate you guys, and yeah, see you in my next video. Bye.